Hey everybody, welcome back to more Somnium files. Made a little change. Last time we did our first real Somnium, not just the tutorial one. Went fine, one-shot it, cool and stuff, but the frame rate, not so hot. And I'm gonna see what I can do to change that. I may just leave it as it is in the old recording. I may do the Somnium again, just on my own and use the footage from one and the audio from the other just to keep my reactions genuine. I'm not sure how much trouble that's going to be, but it's doable. I may just leave it as it is though. Either way, I'm going to be running at a little bit lower resolution for the rest of these recordings just because I'd rather have the better frame rate, even if it means a slight drop in just the visual quality. I don't want people watching things getting choppy and getting nauseous or whatever, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. One day we'll upgrade the system again or get a new computer specifically for streaming or what have you, and maybe things will change, but for now we're just gonna do things as they are. So in the meantime, we finished with our little Somnium with Chikara, or whatever the hell his name was, doing his little DNA dance, and we have been reintroduced to Neyes. Bloody hell. So, I guess we know what the premise of this game is, and that's all of Iris's crazy conspiracy theories from the last game. So, SiMuLATIon, or whatever they're called, is back, and that's a thing, and I guess that's going to tie into stuff. So, remember how I said the game was going to start off in Crazy Town? Well, I thought they were backing off, now we're back in Crazy Town. So, now we are off, I guess, interrogating someone. These may be wrong. I might have to jump back to a flowchart because I've been going back and trying to do past stuff. That's not helping me. All right, let's just see what I got here. So if this is going to take me back to the Somnium, I'm going to cut it, but we'll be right back. And we're back. I actually had to redo the Somnium real quick because I'd already tried re-recording some of it, and for some reason it didn't let me select this area from the flowchart, even though I'd already reached it. Very annoying. But at least I blasted through it, and hey, Chikara's DNA dance looks much better, so cool. At least it won't be a problem for the rest of the game. Nice. Yeah, you know what? I don't think secret organizations run around wearing their logo and name branded onto their hoodie, but you know what? Here we are. Yeah, you. I'd actually forgotten why we were here. SiMuLATIon. Oh yeah, they just have a branch building. The secret organization, you know. You know, it's on the corner of 12th and Stanford.
I'm the president of the Japanese SiMuLATIon branch, Tokiko Shigure.
Sure thing.
I apologize for visiting so late at night. I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Mr. Ryuki, is it? Mamoru, my secretary, has already informed me.
Hey, check it out. So's bodyguard got a new job.
I hear you've come to ask about Jin Furue's murder.
This is the president's office on the top floor of the building containing the Japanese branch of SiMuLATIon. SiMuLATIon? She literally just said it. Commonly known as Neyes. When I synced with Chikara earlier, Tama and I saw something in his Somnium. Yeah, a branded hoodie. Someone who looked like they were in Neyes was making the Bats 490 video. Yeah, someone who looked like they were in Neyes because they were wearing their brand. Did he buy that at Hot Topic? Or just you hand those out? We came to the president's office to talk to the top level of Neyes. That's some interesting bed hair you got. That's an interesting office you got. Why doesn't my office have a waterfall? There's a statue.
Why would they make something like this indoors?
My thoughts exactly, Tama.
Who knows?
Whoops. I gotta be careful. I lowered the resolution and I'm in windowed mode, so now I have a habit of clicking outside and losing focus. We'll go with pond. It's a pond. We've decided it's a pond, guys. Hang on. Your room is super minimalist, but I gotta look at everything. It's my thing. Nice chair, nice desk.
The Nonyapul X, the symbol of Neyes.
Nonyapul.
Nonyapul means consisting of 9.
The nonary games.
You know how there's single, double, triple?
Yes, I played 999. I understand.
Nonyapul is the 9th.
So Nonyapul X means 9 X's?
Seems so.
Did you know that SiMuLATIon is derived from 9-exit lozenge?
What? Do you guys all have sore throats or something?
Lozenge referring to a diamond shape.
Ah.
In other words, Nice Laws means the 9 X's of the diamond.
Oh, you guys have put a lot more thought into this, haven't you? I wonder if they had actually started coming up with all this stuff when they were having the first game in development. Interesting. Mamoru, are you actually a SO bodyguard? I can't remember. Say something funny.
Yeah, but I'm also her bodyguard. I used to be a bodyguard for a certain politician until the end of last year. He was a piece of human garbage.
Which would be So. Okay, so this is actually So's old bodyguard. Confirmed. Excellent.
I slugged him in the face and resigned. Then ended up here thanks to an acquaintance introducing me.
Ah, he deserved it. Most politicians do.
I was only hired recently. I don't know much about it, really.
I'm just answering oh, I can wink sync him. Let me wink sync you. Oh, I can only do it once a day. Crap. That's it. That's my one a day. I wonder if I have to pick.
It was a heat of the moment thing, but I ended up quitting my job. I don't regret punching that scumbag, but...
I regret wink syncing this scumbag.
What am I going to do now? I've got 10 children to think about.
Holy hell, dude.
What? A job? With the conditions I requested?
Free daycare?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do anything, as long as it's not illegal.
No, I'm pretty sure you'll do it if it's illegal too. You worked for So.
Something funny. There, I said it.
Well done. It's Tokiko's secretary. Or Tokiko or whatever. Say it more.
Your badge.
That's something phony.
What is this? A vaudeville routine? That wasn't funny at all.
This entire game is a vaudeville routine. Alright, you.
I had a very hard time finding the place.
I bloody well hope so.
After all, NICE is a secret organization hidden from the public.
On the top floor of a building.
That's a good thing Boss just happened to know someone who knew this location. Otherwise, we would have been out of luck.
Even after I got inside the building, it wasn't easy. The guards, the security gates.
I had to go through a whole bunch of puzzles. What is this, a Pokemon gym?
If I hadn't met Mamoru at the entrance, I probably wouldn't even have made it to this office.
I know about Abyss, and I know it's trustworthy. That's why I let you through to talk to the president.
We're not that trustworthy, let's be honest.
Considering the fact that you are here, I assume it would be pointless to hide it. Indeed, I had my subordinates create that video.
Oh, really?
Bats 490 was an ARG, just a game, but there was a high-level encryption hiding a message within.
I want to know how that message was actually determined, because that video just looks like a bunch of nonsense.
We have been seeking high IQ individuals with the capability to decode it.
Oh, why you gotta burn me like that? Why you gotta call me out?
The purpose was to recruit them into NICE.
Oh, okay. So not to disappear them to a parallel world.
So this QR video was made for the same reason?
Interesting.
I am aware of that video. I saw it on the news. However, it's completely unrelated to NICE. I assume someone made it with the intent to imitate Bats 490.
Interesting.
What do you think, Tama?
Hard to say on that alone.
Yeah, that could go either way. About Chikara.
Do you mean the man from Horodori Institute of Genetics?
So you do know him. I'm actually here because of a tip I got from him.
Unwillingly.
Chikara is under arrest?
No, he was just released earlier. We didn't have enough evidence to keep him detained.
I see.
That didn't answer my question.
Chikara is a former member of NICE, though this was over 20 years ago.
Dang.
When he left us, he became an avid believer in the Order of Percent.
The Order... I saw this sentence and I was just waiting for her to get to the end. I half expected her to make some sort of robot noise when it hit that symbol.
Order of Percent?
It's an organization that split off from NICE. You could say they are a sect. The Order of Percent is a religious sect, whereas we are an ideological society.
I'll be honest with you. What's the difference?
Despite our common roots, we are heading in completely different directions.
You're both cults.
Then how did Chikara know that NICE created Bats 490?
I wouldn't know about that. Perhaps he asked an acquaintance from NICE.
I mean, he would have the contacts.
Anyway, I was surprised. I had heard of NICE, a secret organization,
If you've heard of it, it's not a secret. I'm just putting that out there.
but I thought it was just an urban legend. I can't believe it actually exists.
Man, Iris is gonna be stoked. She's gonna be like, take me there!
Yes, there has been all sorts of gossip about us. Some claim we're a secret society of Satanists, or that we have something to do with a sequence of binary code that came from space.
They're really just a bunch of gamers. You know, they play StarCraft on the weekends.
But that's all nonsense. Made-up stories that become more and more embellished as they were passed on.
Half the floors of this building are dedicated to LAN parties.
Rumors are quite a terrifying thing. NICE is a perfectly legitimate ideological society. Our headquarters are located in New York, with many branches in cities throughout the world.
This is the worst secret society ever.
This is one such branch.
All right. Well, let's get to the alibi later.
It's a common misconception, but NICE is not a religious organization. We are a group of like-minded individuals who act together based on a certain understanding of the universe.
So a religious organization.
And that is?
The simulation theory. Have you heard of it?
That the world is an artificial simulation of reality created by someone or something.
Okay, so maybe I wonder if we're gonna be in a situation where it's not parallel universes, but one of these universes actually is a simulation. So which one are we in right now? Because we've been in, well, actually no, we have been in two, because this world doesn't line up with the first game. So maybe the first game is or was a simulation, or that game is real and this is the simulation.
That's the theory.
You're saying everything in this world we're living in isn't real?
Yes. It's a false world constructed with specific rules by a program. And if it is made by a program, there must by necessity be imperfections, edges, or seams.
I just saw that black cat!
To find these seams, or to create them, is our objective.
Why would you do that?
If you tear at the seams of a cloth, it will unravel, and a hole will be created. Thusly, we will tear at the seams of the program until it is unraveled, and its people are emancipated.
And have you found these seams? BioShock Infinite style?
That is our ultimate goal.
This old hack has completely lost it.
The question is, has she done it? Because again, people have disappeared. Have they just been recruited into NICE, or have they gone to this other world?
The intersection between the warp and weft. That's where the seam can occur.
I don't understand.
You will someday. It is a prophecy. It will be fulfilled eventually.
Totally not a religious organization, guys. Wait, no, I had another one.
What is that?
Don't do your Naruto hand symbols at me.
It's a hand sign we use.
It means fuck off.
It's meant to resemble the sign behind me.
It's terrible. Oh, did he do it too? I didn't even notice. No. Well... Okay. What? Wait a minute. It's giving me the option to review this. This is going to be important. I'm going to have to watch for someone making this stupid little binocular motion with their hands. Okay, alibi.
Judging by the way you asked that, I assume that's Jin's estimated time of death?
It's his estimated time of half-body appearance. Who God knows when he died.
Well, yes.
Actually, we know when he died, 6 years from now.
I was in Okinawa from the night of the 8th. I had a seminar to attend on the 9th and 10th. I returned to Tokyo late last night.
I checked the logs for hotels and airports, for smartphone access points, and the security footage for each location.
Thomas Fast.
It's true that Tokiko was in Okinawa from the 8th to the 10th.
Let's be honest. If Tokiko was in charge of this or responsible for it, she wouldn't do it with her own hands. She'd get her Nice at Lost hoodie gang to do it.
So she has an alibi.
She has an alibi.
As long as you presume Jin's body wasn't brought back with her from Okinawa.
That too. Can you show the hand symbol again?
By the way, would you mind if I asked you a question?
What is it?
Are you perhaps a Freyer?
A what?
Freyer?
Oh, is this going to go back to the sign? Fray to free. Are you a Freyer? Okay, we want to know about this. We have heard that somewhere before. It's on the sign, just like Psy'Min Sezz.
I am asking the person within you.
Uh-oh. Tama? Or me?
What?
I will ask you one more time.
Uh-oh.
Are you a Freyer?
Well, crap. Is this knowledge that I'm supposed to be gaining from another timeline? Am I the morphogenetic field theory now? I don't know what a Freyer is. I know it's on the sign. But I'm not, I don't think I'm last I checked, How would I know if I'm a Freyr? Would there be like a card somewhere? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What is that? I'm gonna say no for now. This is probably another branch.
I see. Then I must have been mistaken.
What is a Freyr?
I should just say yes. In my mind there, I had a flashback. Have you ever seen the movie Ghostbusters?
Ray, when someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes!
Guys, if you're a Freyr, just say yes and see where it goes. Frey to free, Frey to free.
Right. I remember now.
It was written on that sign.
Good job, guys. Tama, you checked like 15 different systems for Tokiko's whereabouts in half a second, and you couldn't remember the Frey sign.
Frey to free. Frey can mean fight, but it can also mean to wear out or tear.
Okay, so that's what that might mean, to Frey to free. You want to find the tears to free yourself?
Remember what Tokiko said?
Yep.
Their ultimate goal is to break down this world and emancipate its people.
Does that mean I'm a Freyr because I'm in the real world?
Miss Shigure, are you sure Nyes didn't make the QR video?
We did not.
But the word Frey was written on that sign in the QR code.
Okay, I'm glad we're touching on this.
We of Nyes are only involved in Bats 490, which we created half a year ago. We are not the ones who created the QR video.
Technically speaking, she could claim to have made the QR video and still have nothing to do with Jin's death, because whoever killed Jin just put a link to it. They could put a link to Bats 490 too, it wouldn't mean anything.
The word Frey being displayed on that sign must be a coincidence.
I mean, you're the one that brought it up too. Also, it's a common word.
That can't be just a coincidence.
Oh, but it can. After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation.
Oh, is that your excuse for everything now?
A false world created by a program.
Yeah, totally not a religious ideologue.
And such programs always have some glitches lurking under the surface. We call such glitches seams.
Do you play Binding of Isaac, perchance?
Coincidences like this are a manifestation of such glitches. Proof of imperfection. Proof of the seams.
Proof you're full of crap.
The appearance of Jin's corpse is also likely to be an example of such phenomenon.
I mean, that one I gotta give you, because I've already been theorizing that Jin got cut in half by some portal or something. That one's a little bit harder to explain. But we'll see.
What?
Are you familiar with the Philadelphia experiment?
Here we go.
It's a top-secret military experiment that's said to have taken place in the American city of Philadelphia on October 28, 1943. A powerful electromagnetic wave was fired towards the USS Eldridge, a destroyer-class warship.
Seriously though, can I come back here with Iris? Because she would just lap this up. I feel like you two would get along great.
Supposedly, the reason for doing this was to conceal the ship from showing up on radar. But as soon as the experiment began, something strange happened. The Eldridge was enshrouded in a greenish mist, then vanished. Afterward, it appeared at a military port in Norfolk, nearly 200 miles away from the shipyard in Philadelphia. Sometime later, it reappeared in its original position again.
So you're saying it teleported?
Teleporting battleships, that's terrifying.
Well, it's nothing but an urban legend. Just an occult story with little credibility.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. However, the story doesn't end there. When the USS Eldridge returned to Philadelphia,
They had brought bagels with them.
there were several sailors on board, but some of them had melted like a rotten banana, while others ended up with their bodies entirely burned and blackened.
Why does every game I play come back to Steins Gate?
Others were said to have merged with the steel hull, their bodies having become a piece of the ship.
Like I said, why does every game I play come back to Steins Gate?
Does that sound familiar?
Yes, it sounds like Steins Gate.
You mean Jin? Are you
Ah,
saying this
okay.
might have teleported here?
It isn't impossible. If a seam was torn, that is.
I mean, it clearly isn't impossible. He's right there.
Impossible.
Okay, so that's where we're going with this stupid game. Oh, it's a new park. We're going to be going here instead of the shrine. Are we just going to chill out here? Or are we meeting someone?
You like this park, don't you, Ryuki?
Alright, we're just chilling out here.
I feel calm when I'm around nature. It's like I can feel the buzz inside me quieting down.
Maybe if you drank less.
Tama, what do you think about what Tokiko said earlier? Is something like teleportation really possible?
Hey, come on. I told you the Philadelphia experiment is just an urban legend.
Yeah, well, so's Nizet Locks, and apparently they have branch offices.
How else can you explain what happened with Jin? We can't deny that his right half suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
Then why don't we find out for ourselves?
What do you mean? You want to go to the studio right now?
No need. Just close your eyes.
Well, we're going to hallucinate it with or we're going to Somnium ourselves, or Tom is going to do things.
Just do it.
Okay.
Oh, she's got a stick! What was that, a riding crop? I missed that. She can just kind of take us there, VR style, with her fake eyeball. Yeah. Fair enough.
What the? Did we teleport here?
That makes sense, actually. We're just standing in the middle of a park doing this in our
Are
brain.
you serious?
We're in Studio Devita, aren't we?
Don't you only see this in one eyeball?
It just seems that way. We're not actually there. Last night, I scanned every nook and cranny of the scene.
Did this just happen last night?
What you're looking at now is what I replicated using that data.
Wow. It's like I'm actually there. The corpse looks so real.
Want me to put a mosaic over it?
Uncensored is fine.
Now, less digressing and more investigating.
What are we going to find that we didn't already find? I mean, this is pretty straightforward. It's a half a bot. Wait, whoa, where's the sign, Tama? You didn't scan that.
Your objective is to solve the mystery behind the sudden appearance of Jin's right half.
Alright, let's start looking around.
If you found anything suspicious by scanning, wouldn't you just tell me? Why do I have to look for it? Virtual reality activation. Okay, all right. We got a new gameplay mechanic. Walk around, gather info, special vision modes, X-ray. Changing the special mode, what you expect can change. All right, all right, all right. Switch mode.
Wow, I can switch to X-ray mode too.
Hey, look at all the staff.
That's because I've gathered all data from the scene.
All right, detective vision. Is there a half body back there? Okay, let's worry about that later. Okay, I'm glad I can just click the normal thing in the corner there. It says left stick. It's like game. I'm on a mouse and keyboard. Stop doing this to me. Okay, at least I'm not on a time limit. We're just playing Edgeworth Investigations now. Big monitor.
Looks like it's there so the performers can check how they look on screen.
You know, this is just investigating a scene. We're just in third person instead of first person. Oh, wait, the sign is here. Good job, Tama.
I wonder how deep this sign is embedded.
What do we do at times like these?
Right, the X-ray.
Does it go down like 50 meters or something?
The bottom part of the signboard is stuck pretty deep in there.
There's a bit of a curve at the tip. Kind of like a man's, you know what?
You know, Tama, one of these days I would really like to be monetized. It hasn't happened yet, but you're not helping.
Couldn't you have compared it to a fish hook or something?
Well, it won't come out easily. Whoever stuck it in probably didn't want it pulled out.
Yeah, that's quite the arrow on that.
Of course not. A signboard would be useless unless it's standing.
It's useless unless it's standing?
Tama,
Let's not go there.
No, that's not what I meant.
it totally is. Oh! Oh, we are playing Miles Edgeworth Investigations. Oh, damn. Okay. Am I going to have to use logic at some point? Okay, first of all, let's cancel out of
Like I
that.
mentioned yesterday, Jin's estimated time of death is 6 o'clock on February 9th. Based on the time his corpse appeared, it should be about 40 hours ago.
His cause of death is floor.
Rigor mortis seems to be fading already. It's not completely gone yet, but the body has somewhat softened at this point. It should take more time to get to this stage if it's been on a rooftop in the winter. That's why I think this corpse was kept indoors, someplace warm.
Okay. More data. Do it again. Now we just got to inspect everything twice.
What's this? There's something inside the body.
Was that the bomb?
3 things catch my attention.
There are 3 things.
First, a mixture of potassium chlorate, sulfur, and red phosphorus.
So an explosive. You know, you really should have noted this before the thing caught fire.
This is probably a fire starter. It would ignite very easily.
And it did.
The fuse is coiled up and extends from there. By the way, the fuse includes an oxidizing agent, so it can continue to burn even inside the body. And finally, at the end of the fuse is a powder mixture of iron oxide and aluminum.
How did you get these in here? These are not small things.
This is a substance that causes a thermite reaction. When ignited, it creates heat of over 3,000 degrees Celsius and burns violently.
And did. All right. I wonder who did that. Mizuki was kneeling over the thing. I wonder if that's going to factor in. She didn't touch it, but whatever. All right, so very cute. This is probably going to be nothing. Monitor, but X-ray monitor. Nope, not an X-ray monitor. Whoops. So, could you stop going everywhere? All right, there we go. So I can't... Well, let's just stick with the X-ray mode since there's only 2 or 3 things to look at. Back of the set. Bunch of mannequins. Are any of them in half? I mean, it wouldn't make any sense because none of them are Jin. This is obviously a body. But why are there 8 million mannequins? That's weird. Okay. Alright, well, X-ray mode doesn't actually give us much. Not a whole lot else of supreme interest here. What's this about? Electric kettle.
Maybe it's for having tea during breaks.
Yeah, but you're making me inspect it. Okay, that's literally everything. Is it not?
It's a signboard.
Yeah.
True enough. Well done.
What's this?
Uh-oh.
Getting a better look at it. It looks like something tied to his waist. It's like a spider's thread. No, even thinner.
Oh, okay. I actually saw that in the X-ray. I thought it was just like an artifacting or a graphical thing, but it's all right.
My analysis concludes that this is a CNT, or carbon nanotube. Graphene sheets with the thickness of a single carbon atom.
Okay. That seems noticeable enough that someone should have noticed it.
These were rolled into a cylindrical shape to make these nanotubes. The diameter is about 0.4 nanometers. A single nanometer is 1/1000th of 1 meter, so it's not visible to the naked eye.
It's kind of... Oh, okay. We're in Tama's little place here, so that's why we can see it.
What? But I can see it.
That's because this thread is made by bundling multiple CNTs. I've also enhanced your vision so you'd be able to see it.
That's probably the more important thing.
By the way, CNTs are extremely durable.
They would be.
They're elastic and hard to break, and it's said that their theoretical maximum tensile strength is 50 times that of steel.
So is that how this guy got here? He got lowered down from the roof?
Anyway, where is the other end of the CNT connected?
Shouldn't you be able to tell me? This is your simulation. Oh! That takes a journey. Oh, that's
That
a
way.
weird place
Over by that red lamp.
for it. So it wasn't lowered, it's just attached. Light switch.
This.
It's a light
It's
switch.
the light switch.
The CNT is tied to it.
Okay, what is... Why? Alright, we have all our logic? Or is this going to be evidence in a trial thing? Are we going to have a new gameplay mechanic?
Okay, it looks like we're pretty much done investigating here. Using the clues we've gathered so far, we should be able to solve the mystery.
Should we?
You mean the mystery of how Jin's body appeared? That's what you're talking about, right?
Yep.
Logic? Truth reenactment. Okay. I like this. I like this. Answer Tama's question with the best answer. I feel like Tama could just tell us all this without us needing the game. This is her scan. She's the computer. Come on, partner.
Let's get on that now. First thing, about that power outage when the body appeared.
Oh, interesting up top there.
Was it really just a power outage?
I was wondering about that too.
So someone just turned the light switch off. Boy, that's a light switch hooked up to an awful lot of lights.
The lights came back on way too quickly. Plus, if the power did go out, the stream should have cut out at the same time.
Also true.
But the stream went on, no problem.
So it wasn't an outage. The lights were switched off.
So how did the lights get turned off?
Well,
We only have one thing associated with the lights in our evidence bag.
I think I know what did it.
Do I have to go over to it?
That's the switch that powers the lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not overthink this. Someone simply walked up and flipped this switch.
That's not enough to do something to the body, though. This thing does not move enough to drop the body from the roof.
But no one was near the switch when the lights went out. Let's try to think of something else.
Or someone pulled the tube. Yeah.
There were bundled CNTs tied to the body.
Yeah, someone yanked it.
They were routed through the ceiling beams and onto the light switch.
But a dead body can't pull strings.
No, but it can fall. From the ceiling, I mean.
How stretched out is this elastic then? Because if someone pushed it and there was enough tension to pull on the light switch before the body hit the ground, well before the body hit the ground, then this thing is very elastic.
Now that you mention it, I thought I heard something hit the floor right after the lights went out.
I don't remember that.
The body fell from the ceiling and tugged on the CNT, which caused the light switch to turn off.
All right.
On to the next question.
Do a little Danganronpa movie comic up top here.
The corpse was hidden up in the ceiling, right? Then how did it fall?
Pushed. Culprit dropped it. Oh, that's interesting. The rigor mortis softened. Yeah, but if it softened, it wouldn't be as stiff as it is right now. I feel like maybe what has been said would contradict that. Let's say it dropped it.
The culprit must have been hiding up in the ceiling, and when the time was right, they dropped the corpse.
A simple answer, but no.
Damn it, it is rigor mortis.
I've already confirmed that no one was up there.
Your scan was good for something, eh? All right.
Can you think of some other way?
I guess it's got to be rigor mortis.
The culprit used the mechanism of the body softening after rigor mortis.
I guess this is our correct answer confirmation. We get our little black frame box dialogue here.
The body must have been placed up in the ceiling like a bridge between two beams.
Well, it sure landed conveniently if that's the case.
It would stay up there while the body is still stiff. But as time passes and rigor mortis lessens, the corpse softens.
Why did it not catch fire when it hit the ground? If this thing is designed to catch fire at the slightest disturbance, that's pretty disturbing.
And that's what made it fall down. Now for the final question. Why did the body explode and burn?
Why didn't it explode and burn when it hit the ground?
Well, that can be explained by using the X-ray mode. It's because of the contraption set up inside the body.
Easy enough.
The ignition agent combusted from the impact of the body hitting the ground.
Oh, so it took a while to start up. Okay.
The fire went up the coiled fuse and onto the substance that triggered a thermite reaction. The substance was eventually ignited, causing a huge explosion.
So that interval between the fall and explosion was because of the time it took for the fire to reach the end of the fuse.
Fair enough. Okay.
I get it. It was hard to find traces of that trick because it was such an analog method.
All right, I think we're starting to figure things out here.
Okay.
So you can turn off this VR space now.
No, not yet. That was just a rehearsal. We still have the main show.
Do we now?
What do you mean?
We're recreating the culprit's actions.
Are you telling me to do that?
You're the only actor here, aren't you?
Is that why it's a movie reel up there?
Actor?
Are we going to play a little Danganronpa style comic book review? Also, that looks like Iba's legs.
So,
Oh, never mind.
Tama, the director and camera operator.
You're enjoying this too much.
Now that I'm in the director's
director's chair, I'm not going to tolerate shoddy acting. So keep that in mind.
Are we recording something?
Of course we are. We're testing a theory here, so we need to create something that can be viewed objectively.
How am I moving around in here, by the way? Am I just running around in the park?
I have no idea what you're going on about.
Shut your stupid mouth, you third-rate bit part actor!
Tom is going off again.
Are you too much of a moron to figure this out without the director having to tell you everything?
But
Just zip it and play the culprit. If we're doing this, we're going for the Academy Award.
I've seen better puns game.
Macadamy? Like the nuts?
I mean, there's a nut here, all right.
Enough! Let's get this started. Ready?
Are we actually just playing the movie, or do I have to do something?
Action!
Hi! I'm, the culprit who killed Jin. Now, prepare to witness an amazing show featuring this corpse.
We don't really know the culprit's actions, because they set all this up before the show.
Not only is your acting amateurish, but I don't even understand what kind of character you're trying to play here.
I'm a cop, Toma.
I am an amateur.
That too.
Well, this is just the beginning, so I'll give you a pass for now. Let's start with the positioning of the body. Where and how was it placed?
Well,
We're just going through a huge review.
it was right here. The body was placed so it was hung like a bridge between two beams.
You can place it like this because it was stiff from rigor mortis. So that's how they did the light trick.
Carbon nanotubes, CNT, were tied to the body. The CNT went up the beams and extended downward onto the light switch.
CNT is too thin to be seen with the naked eye, so no one noticed it.
I've got it all set up. Now I just need to wait for the rigor mortis to subside.
Pretty much.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in character?
Boy! I sure hope the corpse gets softer soon.
I hate you.
It needs to be soft and squishy. Like an octopus.
Jay?
This scene makes no sense. I'm cutting it out.
You made me do it.
And after time passed, rigor mortis began to subside.
Ew, gross. I like how they're not showing us the underside of the body. Thud. Thud?
Body falls.
There's the thud.
Impact sets off the ignition agent inside it. The fire travels up the fuse line.
Soon after, a staff member turns on the lights.
Bam! A body appears, as if it teleported in out of nowhere. Sometime later, the burning fuse inside the body reaches the explosives.
Boy, I'm glad this guy was in rigor mortis, because he would be dripping.
And that is the truth behind the corpse's sudden appearance and explosion.
Cut! Good work. I got some nice footage of the reenactment.
I still don't understand why the acting was necessary.
Probably blackmail material for later. Alright, that was kind of cute. Yeah, you can open your eyes now.
It all makes sense now. That corpse didn't teleport here after all.
Of course it didn't. Though the culprit obviously wanted it to seem that way.
Half of a body just suddenly appearing out of nowhere, just like the Philadelphia experiment.
Well, they may not have had that in mind, but we still... The half body itself is the weird thing. How it got there I was less concerned about.
Someone went through all that trouble to make it look like something strange occurred.
Oh, don't worry, something strange still occurred.
I think they also wanted to draw as much attention as possible to that sign. All so they could spread that QR video.
It was a publicity stunt. Ah! This one text section is so long, she had to move to the left to make room for it.
The culprit must have wanted the body to fall during the live stream, right? It would have been pointless otherwise. But could they really predict when rigor mortis would dissipate so accurately?
The culprit didn't put the corpse up on the ceiling beams while it was completely stiff. It had to have been after the body had started to soften, just slightly.
Again, ew.
That way, they could estimate that the body would fall in a few hours or so. The stream was scheduled for a whole 6 hours.
And nothing dripped during it. Shockingly.
The culprit was fine as long as the body fell sometime during that period.
Let's get rid of this so she can stop moving to the left.
That body fell from the studio ceiling. If it fell sideways when it landed, the culprit's plans would have been ruined.
Also, it would have been really gross.
Yes, like you said, it would have been pointless unless the sign was standing erect. Just like a man's you-know-what.
Tama, seriously, no, stop.
Again with that joke?
Get used to it. This is the game we're playing.
Besides, it is not useless when it's not erect.
No.
Exactly.
What?
There was another purpose to the sign.
To keep it in that position?
It's the same reason darts and rockets have tails.
Ah, okay.
I get it. The cut surface would naturally face the ground because of that sign.
It would help.
It was meant to control the body's posture as it fell.
Okay, there's a logic to that.
Their goal was to make it seem like a supernatural phenomenon.
Or destroy evidence.
That's why they couldn't leave the CNT on the scene.
Because it would give away the trick?
Right.
So that's why they caused a thermite reaction and destroyed the CNT.
Did they destroy the CNT? I guess it must have.
So,
It is highly flammable? Alright. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I guess it burns.
the culprit's motive was to make this seem like a supernatural phenomenon and to spread the QR video, right?
I don't know if that's all there is to it, but probably.
I wonder why Jin was chosen.
Also a good question. Why him?
Who knows?
Where could his left side be?
It hasn't been found yet. Anyway, starting our search with the people who might have the intel we need is #1 rule of investigation, right?
Unlike all the people we've actually been talking to.
Like who?
Jin's right half was up in the studio ceiling the whole time we were shooting the show.
Maybe we should talk to people involved in the show?
There must be someone who knew about it, or at least noticed it.
Again, the gross side is facing down. Someone has got to have seen that.
You mean the director, Jinpei Wagai?
Back to him.
Right.
Where is he now?
I've tracked him down using his smartphone GPS.
Invasion of privacy, Tama. Stop doing that.
He's in Akihabara right now, at the Maid Cafe Sunfish Pocket.
Back there. Well then, what kind of trident do you have, sir? Better not be an orichalcum one. Maid Cafe Sunfish Pocket. Is Mizuki here? Hey, there's the waitress. Her sign is still up. And she's here, because I see her. She's right in the middle. Also him.
Yes.
Ah, shit.
Oh, what? When the music comes up, it sounded like a bad thing. Is he going to know, Jinpei? Jinpei, are you a bad boy? Have you been hiding things from us intentionally? Enough of that.
Damn.
At least it's not the minigun. We're going to do an action sequence like we've done before. Could you not? Oh, down. Okay, arrow keys for left stick. Also, apparently I can dodge bullets. Jinpei's like, what the hell? Not this again. Wait, what's RB? What's RB? What's RB? The hell's RB? I don't know what RB is. Can I just click it? Alright, this is gonna get real tedious. I don't even have a joystick gamepad with a RB hooked up right now. I have my fight stick from playing DNF Duel. Is it a mouse? Can I click on it? Click, 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 space. Nope, dead, damn it.
Ryuki!
Ryuki, what's RB? What's RB?
Ryuki!
Tama, I'm gonna need you to change the tooltips for me. What's RB? Okay, I might have to do something about this. Hang on a second. Okay, let's try this. I unplugged my gamepad. I'm hoping it can auto-detect. Let's see. What do you got for me? You gonna work? You gonna work? Now we're talking. Okay. Don't have gamepads plugged in if you want to play this game with mouse and keyboard. Alright, what is a right button? I am dying to know. Because when I didn't know, I was also dying. Enter! Enter? Why enter? Well, whatever. Chimpei, you asshole.
Firing your gun in here? Are you insane? There are customers and staff in here.
You better not have hit the cute one.
My bad.
An apology is not gonna cut it.
My bad. Okay, you're off the hook.
Several people have called the authorities.
Good.
The local police should be here soon.
The local police are here. I mean, me.
Hey, can't you just let me go?
You gotta be joking.
What?
I told you, my girl's pregnant, right?
Why are you here?
I can't go to jail.
I could have sworn he said something about having a girlfriend or a wife. I didn't comment at the time because I wasn't sure, but it's like, yeah, why are you at the maid cafe?
That's why I accepted his offer in the first place.
Is that why you fired your gun in a cafe?
I needed money to take care of my kid.
Oh, you're the one who put the body up there.
Accepted whose offer?
Some guy named Terror.
Ah, okay, that name's come up before.
I don't know his real name. Haven't seen his face or heard his voice either. All my contact with him was through Nile.
Which is, of course, the online messaging service this game has.
What did he ask you to do?
He said,
Handle this gross dead body for me. I want to borrow your studio for an hour or so on the 10th. Okay, do not let anyone in. Just keep the entrance unlocked and stay out. And that's 5 million. All right. Okay.
me and the staff haven't met this Terror guy at all.
So you didn't even know what he did.
I don't know what happened in the studio either. I had no idea that was gonna happen.
Okay, fair. Uh-oh. From Terror, is that intended for us now? He sees us? Come to Class 3A at Sekaba. You'll get your money there.
Class 3A at Sekaba High.
Ryuki!
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, it's not intended for us, but we're going there anyway. Back here, asset reuse. Same room we were talking to Amame and Iris in, right? Surely the money's just sitting there and it's not going to be a person. Come on. Oh!
The director of Horodori Institute of Genetics.
Half of them? Oh, well, you know, I was saying before it was the half-body murders, plural. I was wondering when another one was going to show up.
Chikara Horodori.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes way.
It can't be.
It absolutely is. Ha! Well, no more DNA dancing for you, buddy. Or more to the point, now you can do it just by yourself. Ha! Right side. Anyway. Oh, back to the shrine. I guess we do have this too. Is this our other place we go that's quiet?
Mr. Date told me about this shrine.
Yep, this is his place.
This place is so full of nature. Just like Yoyagi Park.
Actually, it's not. It's completely, almost exclusively filled with man-made things.
It's just calming here.
I see.
You need a calming, eh, buddy?
Tama, would you mind giving me some support?
What, you want a back rub or something?
What do you mean?
I've been thinking about Chikara's murder.
What do you even know about it? It's just another half-body showing up. Now it's going to be curious, where's the other half-body going to show up?
Are you sure you're okay, Ryuki?
Where's his left side?
What do you mean?
I feel like all of this has been taking a huge mental toll on you.
I'm fine. More importantly, can you recreate the crime scene for me?
Because it was such a fun place.
I just need to close my eyes, right?
Weren't you just there? You could have just not left.
Yeah, but... Fine. I'll play along.
We're going to play this game again. This will probably be enough to end off the recording.
You are technically my master. I can't disobey your orders.
Yeah, but you sure give me a lot of back talk.
Thanks. Let's start then.
Okay. You scanned the hell out of this place, eh? Funny that we're getting this gameplay mechanic kind of back to back.
It's perfect. It's just like the real thing.
Again, you could have been at the real thing and were like 5 minutes ago, but all right.
I learned how to do 3D modeling in a correspondence course. Back when I was a student, my grandma told me I should learn a skill set.
Yeah, you're just talking shit now. All right, so can I can move around. No x-ray this time. Literally just looking around the room that I was in immediately previous. Oh, wait, there's our x-ray. All right.
I'm sorry, Ryuki. This might freak you out, but there's something I have to tell you.
What up?
Will you hear me out?
What?
The thing is,
It's going to be something completely unrelated.
this corpse is so cowardly that it has no guts!
What?
I know.
So were his organs removed? Because we didn't mention that about Jin, but frankly, we kind of have to do that to fit all that explosive stuff in him.
That was so bad. The joke was over before I even said it.
Yes, it was.
But I just had to do it. I mean, look, the corpse is completely missing its guts. I couldn't let this chance pass me by.
You know, I'm going to have to give it to her. How many occasions are you going to have to make that joke? Probably not a whole lot. Okay, so just all of the innards are missing from the right half of the body. Fair enough.
Car's right side. The cross-section is stuck right onto the blackboard.
How is it stuck, though?
What's the estimated time of death?
Based on the time the body was discovered, that would make it about 4 hours ago.
4 hours. That would have been shortly after our Somnium, I would think.
So, around 8 p.m. on February 11th.
Just ballpark.
Right around the time we were meeting with Tokiko.
Which was right after our Somnium with Chikara. So, yeah. We walked out of the room and someone stabbed him.
Clues here.
So the clues we got from looking at the body, which we could have done when we were looking at the body. All right, fine. Great. Super worth it. Back to the shrine.
Well, satisfied?
No, that was... Why? All right, security cameras. Good question. Nile message. That was awfully conveniently timed.
I think he was lying about the money.
You think?
Terror probably wanted someone to find Chikara's body.
Also, there was no money.
You mean he wanted Shinpei to find it?
No, I think Terror somehow knew that we had the phone and wanted to get us.
Not necessarily. It might have been for the police. Terror might have predicted that someone from the police would contact Shinpei.
I have a feeling we were being monitored somehow. Let me click you. Can I look at you? You're just standing there.
I checked the footage, but I didn't see anyone suspicious.
So did the body just appear? I guess they maybe didn't necessarily have cameras in the rooms themselves. Or maybe they do. I don't know how freaky Japan gets about that.
Of course, that place is huge, so there are plenty of areas the security cameras don't cover.
Fair enough.
Any cameras on campus?
None. Do you remember what Gen said? The security at Sekiba High is completely lacking.
Oh, that's right. Gen was able to just sneak in there no problem. Okay, that checks out. I'll give you that, game. I'll give you credit. Whoops.
That's my assumption. I can't think of any other suspects.
I mean, who else, right? He's the one who sent the message.
Just who is this Terror?
I wouldn't be having so much trouble if I knew that.
Yeah. Who is Terror? Oh, it's Bob.
It
Problem
can't be
solved.
Tokiko, can it? Tokiko was with me at Chikara's time of death, and she was in Okinawa during the incident with Jin.
Yeah, but she's got people for that.
Yeah, at the very least, it seems unlikely that she did it personally.
I'm glad you said personally.
But something has been bothering me. I feel like Tokiko is involved somehow.
You bloody think.
Chikara was a member of NICE, and he knew about Bats 490. That's not all. The appearance of Jin's corpse was made to seem like a paranormal phenomenon.
It was made to seem weird.
As if the same thing from the Philadelphia experiment had happened.
How many people are going to know about that?
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation.
Get your little Naruto heart symbol away from me.
A false world created by a program.
Could she have done all this to give her claim credibility?
I don't know, but it's possible.
Weirdos, all of you.
In any case, let's go see Tokiko. I have to talk to her.
Again?
Understood. We've come this far. I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
Oh, we're just going straight there? No map button? Zippity-doo on our limo? Alright, we'll do one more scene. Just because I know this scene doesn't give me enough time to do a proper outro. Back to the waterfall.
I've been expecting you. I thought you would be arriving soon.
I suspect this will be a short scene anyway.
What do you mean?
I knew you would come see me.
Make your heart go away. Stop. That's... No. You're weird. Stop flashing your gang signs at me. It's a pond. It's a desk. It's a chair. Glass doll. Do all the things. Statue. Well, it's daytime now. Hey, you. What's up?
Not really. She's a kind woman.
Not that I would expect you to actually answer me honestly with her standing right there.
But I obviously wouldn't tell you even if I did know something.
Naturally.
As her secretary, it's part of my job to protect her secrets.
Mamoru is an excellent employee who faithfully fulfills his duties.
I can still move the camera while people are talking. Yay!
Complete trust in him.
I'm just gonna look around. I'm just being really rude. Looking around while you're talking.
I respect you from the bottom of my heart as well.
You guys having a moment? Yeah, I'm with you again.
As you know, this is the president's office at the NICE Japan branch.
Yes, but why?
The world is full of rubbish.
Like this room.
Such things should all be washed away. That was my thinking when I designed this room.
You designed it?
Yes. The flow of water cleanses one's heart.
And makes you want to pee.
Just like the flow of time.
Stop flashing the gang signs at me.
These aren't sunglasses.
I beg to differ.
It's a fairy's black bra.
I'm sorry, excuse me? I beg your pardon?
What a degenerate.
I have many more questions now, thanks to that. But anyway, moving on.
I've solved the mystery, Miss Shigure. Jin's right half didn't teleport. It was just made to seem that way. It should have been obvious when you think about it. Teleportation? It's impossible.
Yeah, only crazy people think that. Come on.
We live in a simulation? This is a fake world created by a program? Impossible.
There's the guy in a video game.
Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense.
Let's not go too hard on the poor woman.
Just a ludicrous myth like UFOs, ghosts, and Kappa. I'm sure there are people who'd like to believe in these things, and there are groups who profit by making people believe.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Mr. Ryuki, it appears as though there's been some misunderstanding.
Yeah, you're gonna set her off, dude.
We of NICE have nothing to do with this.
Yeah, but you're still a religious cult.
Are you sure about that? All the pieces would fit together if NICE is the one that made the QR video. The falsified paranormal phenomenon. What was written on the signboard. It all advances your agenda. Could it be that you wanted to spread the QR video by showing that sign along with the corpse on stream?
As I've told you, we are not the ones who made the QR video.
Technically no evidence here. Can't go too hard.
What is the purpose of the QR video in the first place?
Also true, it did have a very adverse effect on us, but it was clearly meant for the public.
Are you saying there is some message urging people to join NICE in it?
If it gets decrypted and there's some code in here that tells you to go to the exact same place, then yes, maybe. I wonder if someone's going to actually figure out what this video's for. That's got to come up at some point. What's the secret of this video?
No, I don't.
Then do you know about Terror?
I've heard that name on the news, yes. This is about the culprit, is it not?
Yes, but...
I have absolutely no idea who it could be.
I expected no other answer.
I'm sorry I can't help you, but...
Oops.
I know of the incident, of course. However...
Yes, I know you have an alibi. We were here, having a conversation during the time of Chikara Horadori's death.
Again, I don't expect you to do these things personally.
But that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely innocent. You are the president of NICE. Surely you have plenty of subordinates who can do your bidding.
Yeah, like Black Fairy Bra over there.
Are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
No, but yes.
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
Shits and giggles?
Well...
Remember what Tokiko said. Chikara Horadori is an avid believer in the Order Percent.
So they have their own... Boy, I can't wait to see Chikara or someone else's hand symbol for that.
Their order and Nyes are heading in completely different directions.
But what's the gang sign?
Perhaps Nyes and the Order of Percent are hostile.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations. It is true that Nyes and the Order of Percent have differing beliefs. However, we are not at odds with one another. Both organizations believe in the simulation theory. In that respect, we are comrades.
Fair enough.
We are living in a simulation, a false world. And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what Nyes believes.
All right.
On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation, a false world. But they wish to remain imprisoned within it forever.
So you are at odds, is what I'm hearing. You want to tear your way out, and they want to be like, nope, you stay here. That sounds like odds to me.
Forever.
Mr. Ryuki, have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
Dude, Saints Row 2 is my jam. Don't even get me started.
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things up, leave a trail of debris wherever you go.
It's as fun as it sounds.
An absurd, heinous game where you can freely commit all sorts of horrible crimes.
Yeah, isn't it wonderful?
I've never played anything like that, but I know what you mean.
Then you can understand. If this is a false world created by someone, then the Order of Percent believe they can do whatever they wish.
Interesting.
To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with no real consequences.
That's why they want to live here forever?
Exactly.
I get it. That's why Chikara was researching immortality.
That's a little weird, but all right.
In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality.
Also, we saw a Nyes person in Chikara's Somnium. Let's not forget about that.
What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
Are we done? Oh, no.
I am aware that Chikara was very particular about immortality. However, I will say one thing. One must not believe in eternal youth. Eternal youth is a lie.
She just keeps flashing the symbol. The symbol is on the wall behind you. You don't need to keep doing that. I've already seen it. You stop playing your shadow puppets.
Mr. Ryuki, do you remember what you said earlier?
I said a lot of things earlier.
Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense.
Yeah, I said it and I won't take it back. What about it?
That is clearly false. The simulation theory is not a cult. It falls within the realm of science.
Says everyone in a cult.
In fact, many esteemed scientists have given serious thought to the matter. The theory was originally proposed by a Swedish philosopher. However, the concept has been around since long ago, even as far back as the days of Plato and Zhuangzi.
Doesn't mean it's scientific.
This world may be an illusion. At least, there is no way to prove it isn't an illusion.
If it's not falsifiable, it's not science. Get away.
There are great people throughout history who have held such ideas.
Doesn't mean they were right.
But there's no way to prove it is an illusion either, is there?
No, there is plenty of science to support it.
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
The holographic principle, theory of relativity, the measurement problem in quantum theory can also be considered proof.
Yeah, right. Whoa, okay, we're gonna go through all this.
Even light cannot escape a black hole. I'm sure you've heard this before. Information is the same. It cannot escape a black hole.
Okay.
It's known that the amount of information trapped in this way is not derived from the volume of the black hole, but the surface area. Considering this, you can conclude that information in a three-dimensional space is stored in the boundary of its two-dimensional surface.
Lost me a long time ago.
In other words, all information stored in this universe is encoded in a single flat plane.
Not necessarily.
Just like a hologram.
I'm just gonna keep calling BS on you.
Regarding gravity and other physical processes, they can be completely accounted for through the laws of physics defined by the boundary surface. Let's take a character from an action game, for example.
My God, she's just gonna keep going.
When that character falls, you may think he was pulled to the ground by gravity.
When did they put Mario in Terraria?
However, gravity does not actually exist in the game world. only code that was written in the program. The character's body is merely made to show as if it fell based on its code.
I'm getting called out again.
You think this world is the same?
The holographic principle is not a theory. It is a principle. It has already been mathematically proven.
I mean, I get... That's a nice watch, what? I mean, I get the whole idea of holograms and the hologram theory and storage and stuff, but... the game is just trying to prop itself up.
I'd like to ask you one thing.
This is the third time you've asked me one thing.
Beings that are far more intelligent and advanced than we humans. Do you believe a civilization of such beings exists anywhere in this world?
Well, I have a hard time believing in a civilization that's dumber at this point.
And by this world, I mean all possible worlds in the entire universe, including those outside of our own.
Well, somewhere out there, probably.
I agree. Taking that into consideration, we're left with 3 possibilities. 1. Civilization hasn't reached a level of technology advanced enough to create a simulation that can't be distinguished from reality.
Well, ours hasn't.
2. Civilization has reached a level of technology advanced enough to accomplish this, but it hasn't for some reason.
Probably the price of graphics cards lately. I mean, have you seen them?
3. Civilization has reached that level of technology and has no strong reason not to use it. Therefore, they've proceeded with creating an intricate simulation. Which of these do you think is most likely?
Are you saying it's 3?
That is what a famous Swedish philosopher believed, at least. He further explains, that civilization must have run simulations millions or even trillions of times. In which case, it would make sense to believe our world would be included in one of those simulations.
Why?
You're saying it's far more likely that we're one of the countless simulated worlds, rather than a world that exists in the one and only reality. Do I have that right?
Yes.
I guess purely from a mathematical odds point of view, there's a sense to that, but as usual, it's just very slight. Oh, here we go, Tama. Additionally, the simulation in the real world may be a simulation itself, kind of like a, yeah. Isn't too credible, yes, yes, yes. I'm getting sleepy. It's just the distractions.
Say this world really is a simulation. Then that would mean a computer or something that's running the simulation exists somewhere, right? But it doesn't seem realistic that everything that happens in the universe could be derived by calculation.
I mean, there's one theory that the universe is just a program recursively simulating itself.
Yes, you are right. However, there is no need to calculate every phenomenon, only what observers see and experience. Take the measurement problem in quantum theory.
I was going to say, this is going to come back to quantum physics, and of course we're going to talk about the double slit experiment.
It explains the inexplicable phenomenon observed in the double slit experiment. Quantum matter appears as particles when observed, and as waves when not observed.
Yeah, the double slit experiment is actually kind of cool if you've never heard of it. Check it out.
For the latter, its position cannot be specified because it exists as a stochastic wave. Therefore, it must be calculated and processed as the entire wave, and is impossible to reduce. The faster an object moves, or as the effects of gravity increase along with the increase in mass, time progresses slower, as I'm sure you know.
And that's related to processing speed?
Yes. When the load during calculation is increased, a phenomenon akin to a processing failure occurs. That is why nothing can exceed the speed of light.
Oh, interesting idea.
The calculation wouldn't be able to catch up if acceleration is infinite.
More time, let me explain the double slit experiment. No, we know the double slit experiment. I know the double slit experiment. You can go look it up yourself. Anyway, a bit too complicated. I'm getting sleepy. I love it when people tell me that.
I see.
And also, I've been playing this game for a while now.
Then let us leave it at that.
I guess any one of those 3 would just cut off the conversation. Oh my god, she moved.
There is no denying that the simulation theory is true.
No, I'm pretty good about denying it.
But unlike Chikara, I have no interest in the concept of immortality, because my objective is to tear at the seams of this world and emancipate us all.
So you mean dying?
No. Death and emancipation are completely different. I have no desire to commit suicide, though I would be fine with dying at any time.
Because this world isn't real.
There is that, yes. However, there is another reason.
All right.
If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself.
Okay, what?
We are living in a false world created by a program.
No. This is something that you would definitely want to establish being able to do before trying it. Don't just go on with this false world nonsense.
Therefore, if we can rewrite its code, we can create miracles.
Is someone going to come back to life? Are we laying the foreshadowing for that?
Like reincarnation.
Oh my god!
Or even...
I don't want to hear your next thought.
bringing someone who has already passed back to life.
Okay, we found the crazy character. Holy shit, woman. Put that face away. Go back to the hand symbols. I'm sorry, I apologize for complaining about them.
Has this woman lost it?
Yes, thoroughly. Yeah, we're rethinking our job here. Wait a minute, I'm not sure I want to work for this woman anymore. Mamoru's like the Black Fairy bra isn't worth it.
Ryuki, you were right. There's clearly a lot of reasons to be suspicious of Tokiko.
At the very least, she belongs in a rubber room.
Yeah. Let's check with WingSync.
Oh, I already used it on Dude Guy. Oh, are you going to let me get away with it now? I can only do it once a day? BS. It's been less than a day, hasn't it? Okay, so much for that rule. Okay.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
I saw everything, so she does know Terror and she saw something he did?
What is this?
Looks like Tokiko is blackmailing someone.
Probably Terror?
What is it she saw?
I don't know. This is as far as we can get through WingSync.
Then...
Yes, let's get a deeper look into her mind.
Are we going to haul her off to the sync machine?
Using a regular sync.
Someone call the boss. Someone call the completely trustworthy Abyss program. So we'll take this up later. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a great week. Make sure you sub and follow and all those good things. Bye-bye.